Yo, we back. That means if you're watching me, you're supporting me, and I appreciate that. Want to ask that you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get to it. Barry O. Barry O says, black man, if you have a problem voting for Kamala Harris because she's a woman, then that's unacceptable. That's straight from your man, Barry O. But Barry O, I say this to you. I don't have a problem voting for her because she's a woman. No, that's not why I don't want to vote for her. No. I don't want to vote for incompetence. Okay? Let's get it out there. She is not a politician. Okay? Is she being turned into a politician? Sure. Just because you sat in the vice president seat doesn't mean you're a politician. And what's crazy about it is, you know, most of these people get groomed for these parts. She wasn't groomed. I mean, she couldn't have been groomed. She doesn't even know how to political. She's not even a good tap dancer when it comes to the political questioning. She is not qualified. Okay, I said this in my last video. Yeah, Donald Trump got elected without being a politician, but the thing that made Donald Trump a good candidate was Donald Trump's a businessman. America's about business. That's just how I see it. But back to you, Barry O. Didn't I just watch on Angry Man channel a woman talk about how in your book you said that you had to read a book in order to learn how to be a black man? Are you serious? What the fuck is that about? Hold on, let me get this straight. Barry O. You had to learn. You had to read a book. Where you get this book from? I don't want to read it. I've been black all my life. It's a given. But where you get this book from? I want to read it. I really, really want to read this book. Barry O. I watched a short on the Angry Man channel. Well, I get all of his stuff because I'm subscribed to his channel, and I watch a lot of his lives. But he just had a short come across my feed. Before I left work, I was fiddling with my phone, and I watched this short he has on there with this young lady talking about how evidently she read Barack Obama's book. I didn't, but evidently she read it, and she said that she read in Barack Obama's book. I'm paraphrasing what she said, but she said that Barack Obama says in his book that he had to read a book to learn how to be black. Be a black man, which it was one of those, but same difference. I'm just not understanding. Okay. So am I supposed to? So how am I supposed to interpret that? Are you saying to me that Barack Obama put on a suit of blackness at some point in his life? When did he read this book? Was this book read during his process of becoming a senator, or through his process of becoming a candidate for president? When did he read this book? Oh, and no, not marrying a black woman will actually turn you into a black man. No, I don't think that. But how could you be with Michelle, who is clearly a black woman? She didn't give you no pointers? I mean, this is all confusing to me, to be honest with you. Because when I saw that short today, and I heard her say these things, and don't get me wrong, I don't believe everything somebody says, but I believe Angry Man, okay? I believe him. And if it's on his channel, if he's reacting to it, then I believe it, period. we take everything else away. I believe it. But for me to see that, I'm kind of confused. I'm almost conflicted, because now I want to know, did you read that book to try to appeal more to black people while you were in college, or while you were in the Senate, or while you were running for president, or while you were president? When did you read this book? I want to know. Did this book help you become something that you felt like you weren't? Because if you had to read a book in order to become black or become a black man, then that means you didn't consider yourself this thing. And if that be the case, I'm kind of offended by you getting up in front of a bunch of black people who was already going to vote for Kamala Harris anyway, and start talking about how black men, we need to get our black men out to vote. Hold on. The black man run their community. Who can get us out to vote other than us? Okay? If we ain't voting, that might mean that we have a good reason to not go out there and be playing the political game. Not saying that we should all do that. No. I wish I was more aware locally in politics, so I would know which way to go. We got a guy, they showing a lot of content on him, Mark Roberts, I think that's his name. He's trying to be the governor, a black guy. And I fell for the voting for a black guy thing in 2008. I don't want to do that again. And that was the first and last time. I will never do that again. But I want to vote for that guy if he's the right person. But I'm confused about him. They showing this man jumping out the window saying all kinds of crazy stuff. His rhetoric is a little wilder than Trump, if you ask me. He said, your body is not yours anymore. And, oh, man, he went left. I'm talking straight left. But I ain't messing with that dude. You feel me? I mean, because all of the things, I don't know if it's AI. I know it's his enemies or his opposition that's actually putting out this content. But I don't know if it's real or not. I mean, because he's saying some really, really harsh things. And don't get me wrong, it's not that I agree or disagree with what he's saying. It's more or less the tone for me and the way he's saying it. You feel me? And that's what gets a lot of people. Sometimes it's not what you say, it's the tone. You know what I mean? I've been a victim of that, or a perpetrator of that. And you know, I didn't get where I needed to be in certain instances because of my tone. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know about that guy. I just know that he's running for governor in the state that I live in, and you know, like I said, I want to be more politically aware, but you know, I just got other things on my plate right now, you know, and other things I'm trying to do. So I won't be fooling with that right now. Y'all can get me on the next election. But again, I'll tell you, stop worrying about who's at the top. Okay, they are just representatives, or they are just trying to lead you. They just trying to lead the ticket. When we worrying about who's going to be the president, the thing they trying to do is shape how we vote all the way down the ticket. You feel me? They want us to be Republican all the way down the ticket, or Democrats all the way down the ticket. So that's why they put on such a strong front at the top. But it's not the top. I'll say again, whoever's judges are I don't know if they're appointed, or I know the sheriff is elected. The governor, the lieutenant governor, the mayor, I know all of these people are elected, okay? So I still say that's where our focus should be. It should not be at the top of the list, okay? If you want to pick somebody at the top of the list, cool. But don't let whoever's at the top of the list lead your whole ticket, because you're going to be conservative on some stuff and you're going to be liberal on some stuff. So that's what I'll say about that. And remember, if you're watching me, you support me, and I appreciate that for sure. And I'll catch you on the next one. Salute.